Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Let's Play Dead Space. Now, starting Chapter 5, Lethal Devotion. Isaac has been tasked with dealing with the corruption that's poisoning the air aboard the Ishimura.
Shit. Isaac, I can smell the contaminated air from here. It's spreading faster than I expected. I'm trying to isolate it, but it's not going to buy us much time. We have to get that thing off this ship. The chemicals you need are in the chemistry lab. I'll hack the door for you when you get there.
So, we are now backtracking to a deck of the ship that we've been on before. It's a little bit worse for wear, but we have to get to the chem lab and we have to start mixing stuff together to kill the corruption.
You can't stand in the way of God's plan, the natural order. Are you blind like the rest?
I like the way that this scene is framed here because of this dummy. It's
Looks like someone has reprogrammed the door locks on this deck. And recently, too. I guess we're not alone here after all. Someone doesn't want you in this part of the ship.
Ooh, look at all that Unitology script and the little markers scrolling across the screen. Like I was saying, I like the way the scene is framed because of that dummy. It's meant to look like the silhouette of the person talking. Just a cool little bit of framing. There should be another. Yeah, there you are. Let's mine them. That mine fires in a really finicky, wonky way. It's hard to get it precisely where you aim it. Seems like it has some kind of arc to it. Like its own weight. Either way, we got both of them, which is nice. Yeah, we recognize all of this. We were here in Chapter 2. Fixing all this stuff. We did pop in here before, but I think certain of these loot drops repop. So it's worth kind of popping in and back out just to check and make sure that there's nothing new in there. That... Ooh, God, that's so grotesque. That's something new. That's a new necromorph. As soon as you see those tentacles bursting out of its chest, fire away. Those are what you need to sever to kill it. Yeah, that's one of the more grotesque necromorphs, in my opinion, in the game. It is known as the Guardian. Yeah, it's a limbless torso melded onto the wall, and its intestines come alive like tentacles. You don't want to give them a chance to attack you. Oh, hey. Platform got in the way, so we have to use stasis this time to slow it down. Oh, this is going to take forever. I don't know if I mistimed this or not. Hold on. Could have been better. You don't want to give the Guardians a chance to attack you because they're kind of a pain once they get going. You just want to fire away as soon as those tentacles burst out.
You're close to the chemistry station. Once you get the chemicals, you're also going to need a DNA sample of the alien tissue. I'll search the records for one.
Alright. Someone gave me a little hint. This guy's not even a necromorph, but... someone gave me a helpful little hint with determining whether or not a necromorph is playing possum. You use kinesis on them from a distance, and if you can maybe hook onto a limb and ragdoll it around a little bit, it's fully dead and it's not playing possum.
Personal log, Dr. Charles Mercer. I now have a live subject for my study. I'm eager to validate my tissue regeneration theory. Initial restraint was problematic, but now the patient is resting comfortably. He trusts me, Dr. Kai. He puts his life in my hands. He knows his part in all of this. Understands what I'm doing. The forehead has been swabbed clean and marked. What are you doing with that? Now attempting to create a passage to insert the sample
That drill sound is one of the most effective in horror fiction. It always makes my skin crawl. I like how you can hear his subject struggling and screaming in the background as he's talking about how much his patient trusts him and believes in his work.
Please stand by. Antigen compound
What's up?
completed. Please remove
Your
the
fight
capsule.
for survival is admirable but pointless. And yet you keep on going. It almost makes me think that we had hope as a species. Am I the only one who sees that we have died out a long time ago? We just haven't accepted it yet. Stop running. Stop your struggle. Our future, your future, the future of our race ends here. Allow me to introduce you to humanity's child, the children that will replace us, our greatest creation.
Ooh, he's a little bit glitchy in his animation. Yeah, we knew this guy was coming alive. He's like a beefy slasher. However, he is unique. That guy is called a hunter. Also, the person we were just talking to was Dr. Mercer in the flesh for the first time. Try severing your arms. And we'll watch what happens. We'll stop for good measure.
You can't kill it, Isaac. It's just gonna keep regenerating. Get out of there, run!
That is correct. The unique feature of the hunter is that he regenerates. He is virtually unkillable right now. He's,
One there. Repeat. Come in, Isaac. Kendra, is anyone there?
wow!
Hammond, where the hell have you been?
Please hydroponics. It's bad down here. Really bad. Can hardly breathe. The organic matter is growing everywhere. My eyes are stinging. Must be seeing things.
Wow, I can't believe I dodged all those swarmers. The hunter is very much like Nemesis. He is an unkillable stalker.
Now you need to find a DNA sample of the growth. According to lab records, there's an inert sample stored in the ICU. Dr. Mercer was apparently doing intensive research on it. I've been trying to contact Hammond, but all I'm getting is static. Isaac, you've got to hurry.
And you can hear him everywhere. It's awesome.
Your persistence surprises me. Holding on to your final breath, you claw your way along. You hold on to what was once your world, but now belongs to the children. Be glad of the knowledge that your death will bring their birth. Listen. Can you hear it? It's coming. Say your prayers.
We actually get a whole lot of exposition in this chapter. So we're moving the plot forward. A lot of it's going to be delivered by Dr. Mercer there. And you can see he is a fanatical unitologist. He treats the necromorphs as gods or transcendental beings at the very least. And that might be because he really just is a true believer. Believer? God damn, I've been watching too much Star Trek. The Censors Captain. He might really just be a true believer, or he might be enraptured by the marker. And we've started the event. This room is very dire. There he is, finally. So, we have a whole lot to deal with, including an unkillable beast. And none of these doors are going to let us escape until we've dealt with everything other than the hunter. We've got Lurker back there. We have a couple of slashers. And this guy chasing us around. Now, oh, that was a good shot. It was actually a pretty... Got a little whipped. Now, while the hunter can't be killed permanently, you can slow him down a lot by forcing him to regenerate. Or just knocking his legs out and forcing him to crawl along on his pincers. But he is pretty smart.
Shutting down the door protocol. I bypassed the lock. Go!
Okay, so when she says that, you've killed all of the necromorphs you need to get out. I'm not done in here, though. I'm gonna leave him just in the state he's in. Because I have plenty of stasis. And I can just keep cutting his legs off if need be. Yeah, it takes some time to regenerate his limbs, but I was saying that he's quite smart. He will just kind of teleport around the room. Not actually teleport, but he'll pop into some vents and pop out, like, right behind you if you're not watching him carefully. Oh, shit! Oh, this is not good. He's not supposed... Oh, okay, yeah, he really isn't supposed to follow me here. That's good. That's cool. Don't want him doing that. So the implication that you're supposed to pick up on from Mercer's logs and his speech is that he made that hunter for one, and that hunter, or maybe a prototype for the hunter, was Harris, the psychotic colony patient that was mentioned in a log early on. That Guardian almost got his stuff going. What they try to do is they try to anchor themselves to the wall by attaching those tentacles to the wall. They try to anchor themselves and fire off these fleshy pods, kind of like a mortar. And the pod that it fires off sprouts a tentacle that fires a projectile, a lot like the lurkers. Yeah, it's a super horrific enemy. And you can hear the human part of it screaming and wailing and sighing. I can't tell if that's weeping or crazed laughter. This chapter is really intense. It's short and sweet, but boy is it fucking intense. With just the imagery, the new necromorphs, and the hunter stalking you. Oh, hold on. Let's get a look at that sign. This is Dr. Mercer's office. So, of course, everything in here is just depraved.
Dr. Chalice Mercer, the specimen continues to respond well to my experiments. Its cellular fortitude, not to mention elasticity, is remarkable. Dr. Kine, I'm sure, would disapprove. But I do not anticipate that issue, as the good doctor is busying himself with the marker. As if that matters now. He has also succumbed to the same dementia that afflicted the colony. Only yesterday he told me he had spoken to his wife. But Amelia Kine has been dead for some years. My subject grows restless. Patience. Your time is soon. Very soon.
That bit about how Dr. Kine claims to have spoken with his long-dead wife due to the marker's effects is super telling about how strong the psychological impacts of contact or exposure to the marker can be. It's a helical obelisk that drives people mad and is related to the formation of the necromorphs from dead tissue.
That's it, Isaac. Now you just need to...
This has gone far enough. Accept your part in the God's plan. Embrace your own extinction.
Warning. Life support system failure on red alert.
Who the hell was
Please
that?
evacuate immediately.
Isaac, he's decompressed the entire deck, and I'm being locked out of those systems. All the air has been vented into space. You should be able to bring it back online from the security station, but you don't have much time.
Kinda wish I hadn't gotten touched by those... Oh, yeah, this room... Shit! Okay, freeze you. Do I have enough... I do have enough stasis left for him. He tried to sidestep it, too. Look at him go. So... Yeah, no sense fighting any of that. 2 pregnants and the hunter in that tiny little room? No. If you have the stasis, or if you have any stasis packs, just use them. Just burn them. Get that O2 back.
You've got everything you need to make the poison. Now get back to the chemistry lab.
What are you going to do? Do it fast. Can I be breathing?
You're cutting out, Hammond. I'm gonna try to switch over. Shit. I lost the signal. I'll continue scanning for his location. You have to get that compound mixed.
Everything's going pretty well so far, but on a first time through, this chapter can be really, really rough. Yeah. I could have used a small one, but I'd rather be topped off. There's one more... Whoa, shit. That kind of got me.
I've got more intel on the atmosphere. A survivor's report says a massive creature entered the hydroponics deck from outside the ship. That's when the air quality began degrading. The survivor called it the Leviathan.
Nope. The Leviathan. So we have a name for that big-ass thing that grabbed Isaac by the foot with its tentacle. I love this slow build they're doing towards it. We just got the hint of the tentacles at first with those holes in the wall. Then we got grabbed the one time, just the once, and now we finally have a name for it. Still barely seen the thing, though.
Please remove the capsule.
Let's hope that poison works. Head back to the tram station and get up to hydroponics as fast as you can. Still no response from Hammond, so be careful. There's no telling how contaminated that deck is.
I'm beginning to truly admire your spirit, misplaced as it may be. I think you should see the whole plan. You should not spurn the hive mind's offerings. You deserve to witness that, at least.
And there's our first mention of the hive mind. We've got creep, we've got a hive mind. The necromorphs are Zerg. It also implies that the necromorph, their race, whatever they are, they possess some level of intelligence. And telepathy. Just rub your face up against these lockers. Get all that goodness.
Perhaps now you will understand. The work I have done will continue. I, Dr. Charles Mercer, shall serve as the catalyst to the salvation of our species. These specimens will return to Earth with me. I will spread their divine glory across the entire planet. I will leave you with my creation. Embrace the inevitable.
So you want to be standing here, so the hunter charges right through this chamber, which, as it turns out, Dr. Mercer was hinting at, it's a cryogenics chamber. So we freeze him in there, we come in here, and where is it? There we go. We freeze him.
Freezing cycle successful. Transporting patient.
Now that's...
Let's just hope that's the last we see of that thing. I've managed to override Mercer's lockdown. There's a secondary tram station nearby, and you can take it to hydroponics. Let's just hope there's enough time.
Now that is quite clearly a temporary solution to a very long-term problem. I don't have to go back out here, but I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. I'm still getting pulse round drops. That's okay. That proves something I was thinking, or disproves it rather. Also, may have not been the best decision given what Mercer was blabbering on about. Mercer wants to freeze necromorph specimens to bring back to Earth to infect Earth. So, freezing the hunter for the time being and sending it away in the long term may have not been the best plan. But it's our only option for now. Fuck. I took a little bit of damage and wasted a little bit of line rack ammo for nothing. There was nothing in this room that I missed. That's okay. A few credits. So now we have the poison synthesized, but we need to take it up to the hydroponics deck to clear the air. And just like that, we're at the end of the chapter, because here is the secondary tram. Just making sure we're not missing anything, and we're good. That's it for Chapter 5. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take it easy. Have a good one.